Some men are just lost. When a girl shows interest, he thinks that she's just being friendly and never makes a move. And when a girl just sees them as a friend, he thinks that she's interested, but she's just being nice. But she's nice to everyone. A lot of men are just clueless. When it comes to attracting a girl, when it comes to talking to a girl, they don't know what to say. They don't even know how to approach a girl or how to attract a girl or just having the right approach to get her attention and to get her interested. And I think a lot of it comes down to not having enough experience. But how can they get experience when no girls even see them? Most men never get any attention from any girls. They never really had a girl come up to them to just talk to them. So they feel like they're invisible to women. And they don't really know if a girl likes them or not. But that's because they never had the experience of a girl showing them interest and then her telling him that she likes him. So most men don't even know how a girl acts when they're interested. So they get confused and start thinking, oh, a girl's just being friendly to them. She's just being nice. She's probably not interested, and he never makes a move. But that's not always the case. Some guys think that whenever a girl is being friendly or whenever a girl is being nice, she must like him. But in reality, she's nice to everyone. So sometimes you really just have to be able to understand a girl, especially if it's someone that you know. If it's a girl that you hang out with, or a girl that's a co-worker, or a girl that's in the same class as you, you have to think about, is she someone that's nice to everyone? Is she someone that gives attention to everyone? Or is she just nice to you and she just gives attention to you? Or when she talks to you, does she talk to you like she talked to everyone else? Or does she talk to you in a flirty way? But these are the things that guys don't really think about. And that's why most men are confused in the dating world. It's because they don't have any experience. And when it comes to attractive guys, they have a lot of experience. They know how it feels when a girl doesn't like them, when a girl isn't interested, how a girl acts around them when a girl only sees them as a friend. But they also have the experience of how a girl acts around them when she's attracted to him, when she's interested in him, and eventually he finds out that she likes him. So it's much easier for an attractive guy to navigate the dating world because he sees how a girl acts when she's interested and how a girl acts when she's not interested. He knows when a girl's just being friendly, and he knows when a girl's trying to be flirty. He has that experience, so he can see the different perspectives. But most guys don't get to have that experience. They only experience when a girl's being friendly, or even when a girl's not being friendly. But they never get to experience when a girl is being flirty with them. And sometimes a girl is very subtle when it comes to flirting, and a guy that doesn't have any experience will not pick up on it. And most of the time, guys are too shy or too scared to just ask a girl if she likes him. So he'll never know if a girl likes him or not. And men often get bad advice when it comes to how to get a girlfriend. Men often hear, don't chase women, chase money. Chase after success. Build yourself up and women will chase after you. But what they really mean is you gotta become a millionaire. You have to become very successful. You have to have a mansion and have a yacht. Those are the types of men that guys think about when they think when you become successful, girls will chase after you. Those are the types of men that get a lot of women. Not the average guy that becomes successful and he's just working for a company with an average position and a decent salary. That's considered becoming successful, becoming stable, and having financial stability. But you just look like any average guy. You don't stand out from the crowd. But if you're an attractive guy and you have that type of success, where you're working at a company with an average position and a decent salary, you'll have a lot of women chasing after you. But you had a lot of women chasing after you even before you had success. So having that success made women want you even more. But the average guy won't get that type of result because when you're lacking good looks, when girls don't find you attractive, you gotta make up for it by developing your other qualities. But you can't just be average at those other qualities. You can't just have an average personality. You can't just be average when it comes to being funny. You gotta be really funny. You gotta have an exceptional personality. When you walk into a room, you gotta be extremely charismatic. And even then, you'll still struggle with finding a girlfriend. It just makes it a little bit easier. But if you're being realistic, most men who don't get any attention from women, and most men who get rejected constantly, won't have that type of confidence, won't have that type of charisma, and they probably never really even built up their character or their personality, and they probably struggle to hold a conversation. Not with just women, just to be able to hold a conversation with a guy that's a stranger. They probably struggle to network with people, to build connections. They probably feel alone. They probably feel like no one even sees them. So it's not only hard for them to find a girlfriend, it's hard for them to even make friends. And most of the time when you're talking to a girl, you're not the only guy that she's talking to. She's talking to multiple men, and you might just be the last option. And you have to find a way to win her over. You gotta have that type of riz to win her over, and you gotta stand out from the rest. What makes you special from everybody else? And you might think you got a job, you're pretty successful, but every other guy that she's talking to is just like you, with that average job, and is pretty successful. You're not a millionaire with a mansion and a yacht. You're just like any other guy that she's talking to. So what makes you stand out? And that's a harsh reality. And sometimes guys just want to give up on the dating world. They want to give up on trying to find a relationship because they feel like they can't live up to those standards. They think, what more do you want? They already build themselves up. They already go to the gym and work out. They already have a decent paying job. They already have a car. They already have a house. But women still don't see them. And that's why it's bad advice to wait for women to chase after you. Because women don't approach men. They only approach men that they find attractive. And even then, most of the time, they won't even approach a guy that they find attractive. So if you're just an average guy and you're expecting for girls to just run up to you and approach you and try to talk to you, it's not being realistic. Is it possible for a girl to approach you even if you're not good looking? It's possible, but do you want to play with those odds? Do you want to sit around and wait for a girl to approach you even though you know girls don't even see you, even though you feel like no girls want you? It's difficult for men to find a girlfriend nowadays because if you're not good looking, if girls don't find you attractive, you have to be exceptional. You have to be a millionaire or a celebrity. You have to be a man with status. Otherwise, it's difficult to find a girlfriend, to find girls that are attracted to you, or a girl that wants to be in a relationship with you. It's tough for men nowadays. And it's not to say it was ever easy for men to find a girlfriend. Because when you think about it, back in the day, people were mostly farmers or worked a low-paying job. There was really no corporate ladder to climb. It was mostly small businesses, or you worked a job that didn't really pay very well. And I'm not talking about the 1900s. I'm talking about way back in the day. Most people were poor, but the difference is back in the day you had a lot of arranged marriages or a lot of recommendations. And I think what's most difficult for men who struggle with finding a girlfriend is they don't have confidence. And if you go up to a girl and you look nervous or you're shy, you'll come off as a creep and she'll want to get away from you. She don't even want to talk to you. But it's like, how can you build confidence in something you're not really good at? And how can you build confidence if you feel like no girls even see you or no girls even want you and you constantly get rejected? And it's not just tough for men to get into a relationship. It's hard for men to maintain relationships. I think it's difficult for everyone when it comes to maintaining a relationship. It's hard to be in a relationship with someone. Everyone is their own person with their own thoughts and opinions, with their own way of how to handle things. And they all have their own vision of how they think a relationship should go, or how they think how a relationship should be, how their partner is supposed to act in a relationship. Everyone just wants different things and it's hard to get along. And you'll have arguments and you got to figure out how to handle those arguments, how to work things out, how to stop having the same problems over and over again, and just having the skill and awareness to work out your problems. And really to just work as a team, because that is your partner. That is the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with if you're going to get married with them. if you want to have a future with them. And sometimes it's difficult for both of y'all to be satisfied. Sometimes you want one thing and they want something else. And sometimes they envision a future that you can't live up to. And someone will have to compromise. But I think in a relationship, there's always going to be situations where one person has to compromise. But it can't just be one person compromising all the time. The other person has to compromise too. They have to negotiate. They have to talk things out.